Well, by this time next week, a convicted rapist who's considered a high-risk sex offender will be out of prison. His move to the town of Essex is raising a lot of concern and prompted a community meeting. Local 22's Devin Bates joins us live to explain how local authorities are planning to handle the situation. Devin, good evening.
That's right, Courtney. It was 1997 when Craig Yandow went to prison for an attack in Burlington that left a woman hospitalized and a community shaken. Now, a quarter century later, he's moving here, and that's the reason the Essex Police Department and the town's Community Justice Center are setting up a virtual meeting. 2 decades after a rape case made national headlines, the memories are still there.
25 years later, we're going to kind of have to deal with that again and kind of dig that back up a bit. But I'm hoping that, some of the things that we're doing will be able to help with that.
Craig Yandow was 26 years old when he went to prison. After serving the maximum sentence, he's getting out at the age of 51. Because he served all of his sentence, he won't be under the supervision of probation and parole. Some are wondering why a man who chased a woman, dragged her from the street, and sexually assaulted her would be allowed such freedom.
This happens, fairly frequently where offenders are released into the community. However, it doesn't happen very often where an unsupervised offender is released. One thing we would like to do is be able to transition him in a way where he's not just going to be left on his own.
But because he didn't undergo sex offender treatment, he's considered high risk to commit another crime. Former BPD detective Tim Charland led the Yandow investigation and said that's the most concerning aspect of this situation.
Had he received the appropriate treatment and gone through the appropriate programs, he obviously would have been released sooner. So the fact that he's being released at his maximum sentence, and the fact that it's obviously aware that he has not received those programs, is disappointing and it's concerning.
In recent days, some community members have voiced frustration over what they feel is a light sentence and a dangerous release. While it's too late to change this outcome, Charland said their attention is undoubtedly a factor here.
He will be supervised from a community standpoint, and he's going to be aware of that himself. For that, we hope that keeps him in line. The only one who really, truly knows the future is Craig Yandow.
Now, the Essex Police Department and the Community Justice Center are working together to offer those rehabilitation services to Yandow, but as he said, it's a voluntary basis, and right now it's unclear if he would accept that. Live in Essex, Devin Bates, Local 22 News.